Oh dear. Not bad timing, but anyway. Hi, now. Just got back from the library. Now, even I find this hard to believe. You know, supposedly, I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. Supposedly, right, 2.7 thousand people have been contacted about this fundraiser. That's a lot of people. And I've got about 2.5 thousand. Well, this is it, have I? The plot thickens. Because I concluded a while back that, wow, if 2.5 thousand people haven't even given a penny or what, that's not good, Graham. You know, either they're being misinformed or either there's some middleman who is picking up on the £100,000 target. Hey, what the fuck's that to do with them? So the guy's off his head and he's asking for too much. It's up to you, the people, to decide you want to give. Get it? So let him make a fool of himself and after 2 days only got 32 quid. Okay? But let's put things straight. The Matty Fund has obviously grown in its possible usefulness. Initially we said, we'll just provide Matty with decoration. But with very short consideration, well, that's bollocks. You don't decorate a slum. She needs a new home. Then the idea is expanded to, and this is all slow and in the spirit. First, it was £1,000 for decoration. Then it went to 10 because I was being mucked about again. So every time I was, doing it, I was being brought back. Can you provide this there? And you ain't got that where, oh, can you make clear? See, this could be scam. I had this thing to ask for a certain category to do with banking. So it's not your sort code, it's not your bank account, and it's not, of course, your name. Come to a minute. People in banking will know. It's ITN or some sort of code. But I can't get that from my information here. Well, I might be. Yes, that's true. I could log into my bank account because I bank online and there will be this information. See again, the bureaucracy of these people. Surely they would suss it if I didn't reply. It's not because I'm a stupid cunt or being anti-cooperative. It's because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So you then do a little message. Graham, you can find out your when you log online. I can't think of it now. So it's a special sort of word, but it stands for a set of information if you want to send money abroad. I seem to remember it so. Well, I suppose it is the other people. Yes, maybe it means that if people don't have this special bit of information, they can't send me money from abroad. Fair enough. So it's only 2 days in, but I still get it. Well, what if people did want to send money? Are they being told, we're very sorry, you can't send money to Graham because he hasn't provided us with this information? Why wasn't I told that? The CEO, Graham, we suggest you, and why? We suggest you get this code information. And even you can get this online from your bank account if you bank online, right? Or if failing that, you will have to physically go into your bank and get this information. And of course, I would have lost it now. So I've been in the library, and I've just I get my medication delivered. Because I was a bit of a naughty boy before I had my period. So now I weekly get my medication delivering the thing, and it neatly goes under my computer, you see. None of this bullshit of having the loads of bottles of pills and having to bloody do all that shit. It comes in I could show you. There you go. It comes in this. Get it? And you see every day of the week, and all your medications put into the one section. So you suss as well, you get it out. Oh no, I haven't taken it today, right, and all that. These now go under my pyramid. again, I said everything that you take that you're not happy about, if you put under the pyramid, it will neutralise it if there's anything harmful. So back to this thing. Oh, no, yeah, let's see. But after 2 days, see, I put all that money in. There's £32 in Matty's thing, right? And it's all me. There's nothing wrong with that. But, oh, I'll get the ball rolling. Of course, it's a bit Mickey Mouse. I'm giving to my own account. But anyway, that's true. And it's eventually sus. You know, you can't do that. But if I hadn't done that, it'd have been fuck all in there. And how do you think that would look to other people? Get it? Get it? The psychology. Oh, fuck all other cunts giving to it. There must be something a bit wrong with this. And that's what I've been thinking even now. It's been going 2 days. There's only 30 quid in it. And then they probably be able to see the information. And 2.7 thousand people have been contacted. Has this been done? Because what the trip was you're told you apply, then you're told, well, it'll have to be judged, if you like. And then in that, you're encouraged, in that time, you can contact your friends now, meaning you're intending to do this. And in that time, I must have been busy, witty, because it's all just 2,500 people I pre-contacted. And this was the arrangement that those 2,500 people, once it was approved, would instantaneously be contacted via Facebook. Get it? Okay. I still got things that outnumber it, but I am actually technically running on 5,000 members again. Get it? And I have started to whittle them down, but it's not easy work. And see, part of me was to just cut the lot off. If I really felt, I've challenged that in a video, you know, if you really are not interested in this, fuck off. Meaning it's easier for me that you go away than me have to methodically get it, wind up, take out 2,500 friends of 5,000. Get it? Now, if you are winding me up Facebook, it's as if Hell's Angels are on their way. Now, I don't know how many chapters, I don't know, because I don't think they're stupid to keep a low profile. And Hell's Angels do and can and will provide me with personal security. Once the penny drops that I am a man that can heal people and perform healing miracles, right? Once that penny drops, I'll suddenly be in quite a bit of demand. But we're ready for it. Get it? Just on that one level, right? That the 2 miraculous healings that I've done, the people do come out and say, well, yes, G.clark did heal me. G.clark did terminate a psychotic episode. Get it? And the other person would say the same, except he might be incarcerated in a permanent lockup ward. But when my angels get here, they will find out who these people are. And if one of them is in a hospital, well, I'll do my utmost to get him out. Couldn't give a fuck for his father. That isn't the case. The case is it justified to keep someone in a permanent state of drugged upness because daddy doesn't like his religious views and daddy hasn't got any spiritual beliefs at all? I'd take it to court. That's right. The next step is angels aren't just, you know, kicking the head merchants, very well contained, very well controlled. I've had them to my door, sussed them mine, trying to sell me life insurance, bless them. But it was true then. Very polite. I said, look, I'm sorry, but I don't have, that's it, easy. I don't have any family. What's the point of me having life insurance if there's no one to leave it to? That's part of the thing of life insurance. You get killed on your bike, right? But your family, that's on the picture. See, your family are, get a nice lump sum. I do now. I didn't have a family. I was very polite, sussed they were angels, and it's a good thing to do, you know, insurance, right? And maybe they're coming to check me out even then, right? But I had a valid response. It wasn't like, no, it's, I've got no family, man. There's no logic to me taking out life insurance because if I get killed, yeah, that's not nice. But just go back to the state. And so I left me alone because, that's okay, sir. Okay, yeah, solid apology. And that was that. And right, irritable things. Well, there is this. I would like, but I will do all right. I said, we can't keep shouting. Of course I can. This is therapeutic for me. And if Jesus had this, what a more nice time he'd have had. Imagine how he was getting wound up by sneaky little shits who didn't recognise who he was and would try all this shit on. You know, wind up goes back thousands of years. Wind up. The idea of deliberately telling someone lies, stringing them along for entertainment. Well, let's see if he is psychic as he claims. Well, I am. And I have. I mean, I just rebuked Pete Townsend and told him he could shove his money up his arse. You know, a lot of my, oh, you didn't do that, Graham. He could have given you thousands. It came in the spirit. Tempered by the spirit. You know, but when that exchange took place, that's the words that come out. I don't want your money. Shove it up your fucking arse, right? Well, you know. In other words, yeah. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. And you can't think just because you're rich that you're going to pull one over on me. Who knows what he's been up to? Drug dealing, who knows? Your money is tainted. Sex, oh, Mr. Townsend. Here, you were caught with a load of naked photographs of young boys, weren't you? Seem to remember that in the papers, and you got away with some shit about you doing research. We probably were, but it did sound a bit iffy, and I expect the people that investigated you thought that, but perhaps you paid them off. I'm just a pervert, but I just like photographs, but I haven't ever had sex with young boys, right? Who knows? The angels know. That's the point. The angels do know. And the angels inspire me and the Holy Spirit of what to say. Right, we're double tracked now. These are people from my past that have fucked me over. And these are just the sort of people that house angels will want to know about and go and do a bit of debt collecting. That's what it means, right? The man who took my electro voice PA speakers was a member of my community charity, was entrusted because the set conditions are if a charity folds up, you must sell, get it, sell your possessions or your equipment, and it must be done in a way, it must be auctioned. You can't just buy it yourself, get it, and just 50 quid for that. Nada, right? And you've got to keep a record. Obviously, well, I put it on eBay. It's a fair auction. It's for 2 weeks or whatever. And all we got was 50 quid for them. Right? I mean, I find that hard to believe. Then you should have had the savvy to refuse it. Got them by the balls anyway, mate. If they offered you a pathetic low price, but I don't think that. I suspect you've taken those speakers for yourself. And that is not acceptable. Okay? So this isn't slander. I'm speculating. And of course, this can be investigated. You know, of course it can. Do you still have speakers that come from shamanic studios? Yes, or whatever. Well, how much did you get for them? Or more the other way round, how much was paid into the Murray Health charity from the sale of shamanic studios equipment? That can be traced, right? Well, again, Murray Mental Health. Hello, Janice. You're the only person now I feel I can connect with them. I like Tom. The rest of you are a bunch of wankers, right? Good riddance. I won't miss your friendship at all. In fact, I'll be glad of it. A leaf off my mind, because everybody that's my friend, I'm technically responsible for. That's why gurus do sometimes go into reclusiveness, because these people become a drain on you. and whatever they're doing wrong, it's you. They become like party aura, and you must wash yourself clean from them. As Pilate said, I'll wash my hands of you. Slightly wrong interpretation, but it's got that gist behind it. I am no longer going to be accountable for whatever takes place now. I'm going to wash my hands of this. And he did, symbolically saying, supposedly, he wasn't really happy with the decision. Yeah, because he offered Jesus back to the people. They could have, the story goes in it, they could have let someone go, and they were all paid off, and they all said, no, Barabbas, Barabbas. Yeah. He was despised and rejected of men. Ring a bell, does it? Yeah. So the men then, even at that juncture, mind you, it's Jesus, it was his destiny to be crucified, but there's all these big lessons along the way. Men, again, disowned him. They'd rather have a convicted, rather have a convicted murderer or thief than a man who is just a teacher. But that's boy, yeah, who just said things they didn't like. He's a teacher. The only physical thing that Jesus may have done is chuck the money lenders in the temple out. And they'd certainly give a good thinking stuff if people did physically try to grab him. He wouldn't go to, peace and love, right, yeah, you can grab my head, right? Do you want to kick my head in, right? No. Oh, believe me, the Jesus I know wouldn't have taken any shit if it was the inappropriate time. But it was predestined, right? And it was his time, as he shared in the Garden of Gethsemane. He knew it was coming. Obviously, he had his moments of doubt and pain, as Mr. Jagger thinks, right? Yeah. And the prayer, I believe, went along the lines of, Father, please take this cup from me. Cup meaning a spiritual agreement to fulfill this and do it. It's part of his destiny or preordained. And yes, we bring in the other issues of the angels. He could have called the angels down, didn't. A bit like me, really. I'm starting to get, not in a life-threatening thing, but we go around the circle. How would you feel? That's it, I turn you around. You're trying to get money for a single mothers, plural. That's all people got to do is ask. Right, and why do you want 100,000, right? I said, because the vision's expanded. Matty's not going to get all that 100,000, but it's clearly been concluded Matty needs a new home, and it's also clearly concluded many other people in that slum area, the sisterhood, and that's what it is. They met each other. They're all of the same ilk. They're women that have been deserted by men, and they each support each other, either like the Brotherhood of the Hells Angels, the same idea. They become your extended family. They are your sister. Get it? And that's why there's a bit of jealousy, but that should go away. Because again, it gets twisted. He's giving you £100,000. Yeah. Yeah, that would be. Oh no, we've agreed that as many, maybe 10 or 12 houses, it'll be a separate block. It'll be built. There will be a security fence, because there are certain male people connected with these women, again, through jealousy, might come and try to muscle their way in, whatever way you want to look at it. No, they have a safe area, and it'd be guarded by security guards. Get it? The government could probably take that role. But anyway, because they're involved in it now, I have actually connected in with the Philippine government, the head of the government. Well, it will get him, but that's it. And the gist of it was that my goddaughter is being bullied. She didn't want me to say this, but I have. So I'm saying, and I'm concerned. Can you please either arrange a visa for her, although I couldn't have done that. No, she couldn't. But that's an option, because she's a Philippine citizen, or a visa for me to come to Philippines myself and help sort this matter out. That's what a father would do. Your daughter's being bullied unrighteously. She's been given a hard time. because of people's jealousy, because it's got around she's getting £100,000, right? But the reality is no. Mattie's going to get maximum of £10,000, which is a figure we've come to get a home built. But when if all the dust drops and we do get the £100,000, right, then we're in a haggling position. By then it's got quite a bit of publicity. Other people might want to contribute, so it go beyond the 100,000 when they see the big, solid vision it is. Practical. We're providing homes for people that live in slums, single mothers. Yeah, we're allowed to do that. We've targeted that. Single mothers with kids. You don't see many single men with kids. There might be a few. And that could be incorporated. Oh, there you go. But it's generally mothers. And they are left holding the baby, literally. Then there's no maintenance. So basically, the vision is 10 to 12 homes, roughly 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms each. 1 for the mother, 2 maybe for the children, and 1 for guests. Like me, I come and visit. I want to visit my goddaughter. So I have a bedroom of my own. But of course, he's to say, when I'm not visiting, she can use that bedroom, and it's handy because the children could then be shared and have more space or whatever. Yeah. And so that's the vision. So I've made that clear. Anyone, put it out, spread this. Right, all you that are there. The appeal for money is 100,000, and it's not a big deal. We're targeting 10 to 12 families are going to be given a home and got out of the slum in a permanent fashion. Not some temporary shelter, get it, and shit like that, and then go into some rented accommodation. Oh, they will own these homes. That's the other thing. They're their homes, no rent. Might have to pay the lectures, get it. Again, cheap, affordable living space. Because I know for a fact Mattie's gone, she'll buy her children food, right, and not pay the electric bill. Common practice. If you pay that money, your children are going to starve or really be a thing, so the electric company can wait. And so I have recently sent her money for 2 months' electricity. Total trust. If she's scamming me, well, she is, but it doesn't matter now, does it? As long as people do respond to this initiative and do start to donate. If I'm going to put this another way, if you really feel you don't want to delay, can you please tell me why? And if I think that you're full of shit, I will obviously excommunicate you. You just say in whatever way, in here or whatever, email or what, Graham, I don't want to delay because someone told me this, get it? Because that's probably what it all is, malicious gossip. I don't want to delay because someone's told me you're a con man. That's slander, right? I don't want to donate because of that. Yeah, I've heard you've done this before. Now, I was surprised. I did have another attempt similar to this to get funding for Black Unicorn. Oh yeah, I've had this problem all along. It's a catch-22. You can't appeal for money to start a charity. Where the fuck's that at? Well, that is, it shows it's nowhere. So you're a person, a genius, and you've been given a brilliant idea, but it's actually technically not proper to put an appeal for money to start it. But to start a charity, as I can assure anyone like this, your first hurdle is to get people who also share your vision and can share it and want to. And I'm afraid people who've got narrow-minded interests and selfish interests don't. So Richard Branson, yes, he may run a bloody train station. That's good business. But what the fuck's he doing for other people? Well, okay, I'm going to... But surely he should have seen the potential of this outline. And surely he could again come back to me and said that, oh, this is very brilliant. I'll give you some money sort of thing, and I don't want to actually get involved in running it. But if you like, I will put it to some of my friends who might be interested in helping you get this off the ground. Didn't happen. And this is all the way through the same thing. And yet I do the pendulum, I do it now. I mean, I could drop this at a flick of a hat. I won't because of Matty. Get it? Okay, if the worst comes to worst, we scrape together £1,000. Well, it'd need to be 10, but whatever. And that'll get her. We've tried our best. That'll get her home. And that's just the way it goes. But this is done because it should hopefully get the pressure off Matty. Because of she's already receiving flat, you see. And so she can turn around and say, well, no, we're trying to get this larger sum together. And 10 or 12 of you can also come. And there'll be a complex built and you'll have a new home. But that doesn't stop the president of the Philippines putting his oar in. You know, that's it. The idea spreads and people say, I'll have some of that. That's brilliant. You know, and let's make it 20 homes. It's nothing. And if the president's on board, we will get those buildings built non-profit. The workers will be paid a wage, obviously, but I mean, that's it. It won't be a commercial company that will be building this complex. Then he could put the gesture of, well, the government will provide the security, armed guards, get it? As good as police, 24 hours a day. Because it will have, and will have, some very special people in there. I predict some of these ladies that if I did provide them this home would become my disciples, meaning they will become an active part in then doing Black Unicorn, and that all their children will be looked after, just like you do a job, you know, there'll be child, get it, it's starting to click now, childminders will be able to be employed, so all the reasons they couldn't get involved, just turn it around. How would you be if you're a proud, intelligent young woman, but you've been shat on by a man and you've been left with 4 kids, but because of your intelligence, you've managed to struggle through, and then like out of the sky, because that's how it was for me and Matty, this Godfather folk comes on, doesn't just rescue you from your hell, you know, to get you out of that mess, because that's what they need, but then says, well, look, I can offer you a job. Yeah, because we've already discussed this in Black Unicorn. 1 woman and 6 kids get paid this. It's all to do with your personal circumstances. 1 woman with 6 kids that has to pay rent, get it, will get more than 1 woman with 6 kids that don't. That is the vision for how Black Unicorn will run, right? Not on how many bloody people you get, like this BBC shite, right? All numbers game. Oh yeah, I haven't finished with that. All these things in its own time will be looked at. The BBC is our corporation. The BBC is meant to be a vehicle prepared for the Christ if you study the esoteric teachings, and that isn't on. That's all nonsense. That's commercial philosophy, if you like. Or we pay them on the number of viewers or watchers. Like I said, again, any idiot can run a radio station, meaning that there should be people and will be people who are prepared to do that same job at a fraction of the cost, because they know all the perks they get from doing that will give them, if you like, out of work. Yeah, meaning once they've done their work for the people, which is in the morning, get it, 4 or 5 hours in the morning, they've got the rest of the day. Then they can go and do interviews and all this shit and be earning money. Okay? And have a very good standard of living. Fame plus a very good job. And I think if someone's got that sort of thing, they shouldn't be charging us, the people, £2.3 million. So Mr. Chris Evans, this is for you. Do your breakfast show, it's so many hours a day, and come to an agreeable hourly rate. I do 5 hours a day and that's it. But then, if you've got this position of glamour and people, as you claim, do like you, fine. You've got all that time to go and attend conferences, go and attend fates and all this shit to meet your fans anyway, which is what you need to do. And of course, you'll be paid for that. So you do look at your BBC job as your service. So you don't screw us, the people, for your service. Well, everybody's got to serve somebody, Bob Dylan. So this is like your spiritual practice, your radio show, and it should be like that, right? You treat it as you're serving God and you're serving the people. But then in the afternoon or evenings, you're free to go and do, if you like, commercially orientated work. Go and take a disco for someone's party. They've got that much money, they can afford to hire you, as an example, as a DJ. Someone's wedding, but big people's wedding. Oh, we've got Chris Evans coming to our wedding, that sort of ilk. They pay for the nose, but it means you could realistically, Christopher, I call Chris, I knew a Chris in the Jesus Army, and we were involved in a car crash, right? See, I can do this, just interject, change the topic, makes it interesting. And this is a car crash, and the scenario was, he was going pretty fast, but this bloke, old boy, pulled right out, didn't look left, get it? Because we were going right. And Chris, miraculously, I say that, kept the control of the car. And we actually went over on two wheels. And I even prayed out, oh God, not like this, because I thought this is it. And I was basically saying, oh, they killed in a car crash, or what, and it didn't. Car came down, we got out, but Krista was livid, because not only had this man, caused him to have an accident that people could have been hurt. Yeah, well, I spoiled it. Now, that was that aspect as well. He's got 4 brothers and sisters in Christ with him. So he was war. And I called, that's what did it. Now, Christopher, because this is how his dad obviously spoke to him. Yeah, tuned in the spirit. Now, hold on, Christopher. He's an old man. And that did it. Calmed right down. And there's more. So we get back to the house, and then I stood up for him then. The head elder was going to ban him from driving cars, right? And I said, contradicted the elder, and said, no, look, that's not right, Mark. It wasn't his fault. So you can't hold someone accountable for an old boy who wrongly pulled out in front of us. It's clearly his fault. And then I said, no, Mark, far from banning him, you need to let him go out in a car right now to regain his confidence. And his brothers and sisters need to back him by going out in the car just for a drive. Because it's like getting back in the salad. It's reconfirming to him, hey, that wasn't my fault. Yeah, and that's what we did. Went out for a drive, came back, and we became very good friends after that. There was a bit of a thing. I was a bit of Jack the Lad in Jesus Fellowship Church. Miracle work on speed. Very quick learner. Noel would give the ministry, and it's like part of me knew. When we're doing deliverance ministries of tobacco and all these things I went through, I clicked it because I was a man of faith. Tried it, went for it. Not just intellectually blocked, this is a lot of bollocks, because your mind couldn't go with it. Okay, demon of tobacco. It's only giving it a sort of an identity. And it means the person can disentify himself from it. Because you're giving it an entity, demon of tobacco, right? So you go, get out of this person now, right? And you might have said a bit more than that, but I mean, it worked. Because they could, if you psychologically analyse it, but you can say, well, yeah, you disassociated yourself with your problem and you personified it as a demon and it's being cast out. And that gave the person enough confidence, you might call it psychosomatic, to then have the strength to actually take the tobacco tab, patches you get, and did stop smoking. I was smoking when I was there, mainly because I had quite a smoking of marijuana habit, and you mix it with tobacco, but it was a slight addiction. When it got to the state I was walking, this is in Leicester, at 3 a.m, and you're bored out your skull, and just go and get some dog ends out of the phone box. Something to do, come home, skin them up and smoke them. Ugh. But yeah. And, but no, I haven't smoked for years. And even marijuana. Oh no, that's stopped. Respect the law of the land. And because of that, God in his wisdom as that has now helped me develop a new positive modality of healing, just using water. It took quite a while to put together, and I could show you it because some of you may not have seen it. Yeah, I think there's a few familiar faces, but that doesn't matter, bear with it. No, there's not a lot there. Come on, Graham. Oh, I've got my glass. I'll just check. There isn't. There's no one saying, that I had at one time, yeah, need visa for Pakistan. It's amazing, the sort of things. Just hello. Okay, well, hello. How old are you? All right, 67. Hi, that's nice, but sir, how are you? I'm quite well, thank you. He's done it, Suri Sharma. And that's it. No, I'm not going to. I could. Well, if I'm moved in the spirit, I will. But whatever. It is distracting. Of course, it is. You know. So that is my pyramid healing setup. I'm going to talk you through it, and that kit can be bought on eBay. I think about 50 quid. You buy the top and the four corners, and you can cut the tube in its PVC white electrician's tubing, get anywhere, and then you've got yourself a pyramid. Then at the bottom there's like a black plastic stool, and that's been verified that metal isn't good to put under the pyramid. It will scatter the energy. So as best as possible, you don't have any metal under the pyramid. Then you've got on the top of that stool various samples of water from all over the world, but a sacred water. Lourdes, Ganges, you get me? Glastonbury well. There was going to be some Bosnian pyramid water there. That still might happen. But at the moment, the law is restricting all parcels other than paper packaging, they call it, just papered up documents. Then behind those bottles, you can just see a tap and a round water container. Yeah. Well, that's actually plastic again. It's not metal, right? Painted silver. Then we go on top of the jug. I wonder if I can rest it because it's quite old. A jug on the top, a wooden round disc, and it's got the flower of life on it. Yeah, which is a sacred symbol. Then on that, you've got various crystals that are put round the base, you get me? And then on top of that, you've got this chemist-like measuring jar, but notice the shape of it. It's very similar to a pyramid. And it's been proven by the Russian scientists that any shape even similar to a pyramid, a cone shape, which that is, also has this effect and ability to draw the Earth's energies up. And it's just got a little black plastic cap on to stop dust getting in. And then you've got the apex of the pyramid, which is a pyramid in itself. You get me? And that's the setup. The water's put in there and it's cycled. I generally only take a 250 ml jug of actual pyramid water, right? But that is it. And that's got colloidal silver in it and all. That's the only thing that's added to my water is colloidal silver, which is a natural antibiotic. And you can take it every day. So it's a good thing to have in there. And the colloidal silver I make myself. I've got a machine, and this is good for me because I think I'm going to have to do this a lot. Oh no, well, I'll just make a very polished video. So this is like teaching people the minimum amount of knowledge, but from that they can then start to and do your own experimentation with crystals. Nothing's set in stone of them. You know, I've got crystals related to Mother Mary and a crystal related to the earth, actually. But if you feel inspired to use other things, great. This is the silver rod, but it got lost. left in the washing machine, so it's got a kink. You can see how chunky it is. And it's solid silver, and it screws up and becomes an electrode, basically. So you screw it up onto the machine, fill it up with water. It's about 900 mil, you know, it's under a litre, it's big, whatever. And I'll put that carefully there. Then the top's just pushed down, and then it's got an open on button, and it susses, because I've screwed that electrode on, that you're going to do the silvering process, because it can also make alkaline water. So you can separate the the water is split into two halves. If you like, one half is where alkaline water is made, and the other half is like acidated water. It's acid, whatever. Right. But most people, they want the alkaline water. So you just quickly take the not silver, Freudian slip there. Acid, it is actually like acid, acidity. Get that and you keep the alkaline water. And it's been shown that alkaline water, for certain conditions they use, you've got an upset stomach, alkaline will neutralise your stomach acid, see? Anyway, that machine costs 300 quid, but it's useful because it's got two functions. And that rod will last ages, making colloidal silver. You get me? But if you buy it, it's about 20 quid a little bottle. Okay? So it's earned its money and more besides. Especially as this is for life. You can drink colloidal silver every single day and blah, 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 blah. It's not like the synthetic antibiotics, which are very nasty, and after a very short period of time you're advised to stop. You generally get a week's not sample, but a week's amount, and that's it. So what was I talking about before I went on to that tack? Well, the basic gist of this whole spiel, as I call it, is clarifying the water about this funding thing, right? Because, yeah, I was turning it around to you. How would you feel that you started this thing, a totally good cause, and 2.7 thousand of your friends have supposedly been contacted, and they've actually given nothing? Yeah, that. Oh, yeah, I put the £32 in. Now, that is worrying, isn't it? What would you think? Well, something's going on here. I can't believe that. And if these are meant to be my friends, they could surely share their reticence to me. Reticence, that's all. Well, Graham, I'd love to give, but I'm very concerned, or people have said this or that, you know, listening to gossip or whatever. Oh, no, something about, yes, got it. A similar attempt to get funding for Black Unicorn, and that just fell flat on its face. You know, got 30 quid. Yeah. Couldn't have done anything with that, really. You know, it's a useless sum. And, I mean, if you feel inclined, you know, I mean, there's probably only 20 people seeing this, but it's just to put my mind at ease again. Is Facebook winding me up? Yeah. Because they've got control over all of this. I may have 100, 200, who knows, pounds technically. IBN. Right. Now, some of you don't know about banking. IBN, it's like a code you get. So your account has an IBN number, and I've been asked for it, and that's it. So probably I don't need to worry, because it's only that's it. So I apologise now. This to me is like, I've been doing this for 10 to maybe 15 years on and off. Get it? Remember, the thing is despised and rejected. The amount of rejection I've experienced over 15 years. Same thing, you get close and then you say, yes, I've done it. Like the Hells Angels are coming, but are they? No, I don't tell them what to do. They've acknowledged me, and that I've now got stickers from them. I've got 2 chats in New York, Hells Angels. That's a clear acknowledgement that they're saying they've been contacted, but they will have to have a meeting and they've got obligations. Yeah, everyone's got obligations. You know, it's not that dramatic. You know, oh, it's the Christed one. We've got to drop everything and go and see him. No, I am a Christed one, but one of many. And I'm trying to prepare the way for the return of the Christed one come one, if it's going to be that as well. So there's a group Christ, and then there's one who is the head of the whole thing, and he is, yeah, like the head. Well, it'd blow your mind if you really thought that. So I just do say, no, look, Graham, you're part of the collective Christ, and that you're still then working for the reappearance of the Christed, well, you can't say it's the one, the teacher of angels and men. I think that's the sort of top office that you could describe this person. I'm yawning. Well, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. It's like I'm going for it. And see this now, I've got the responsibility to try and raise 100,000, and it appears I've been given nothing. So how do you think? You know, how do you feel? Well, must be doing something wrong, or you know, it's ridiculous. You know. But I will find after I've done this video, I will try and get. I'm going to answer this. All right, Miss. I don't know him before. He's gone, I think. Yanto. Ah, this is a naked man. I don't know if. Yeah, he's kissing me, right? Yeah, no, he's going down to his penis. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but this is, let's have again. I mean, yeah, no. That's what I mean. A naked man, he does all this kiss bit, you know, he thinks love, and then it goes down to a fully erect penis. I know it's funny in a sense, but not if you're trying to get this together. You know, so I did the thing, I ain't gay, please try elsewhere. And you see how my logic is. It's these people who want to use me in that fashion who are inconsiderate. Get it? They're not interested in my teaching, whatever I might be teaching. Get it? Yeah, it's coming clear. They just want to use me as a sexual object to relieve themselves sexually, similar to buying a magazine, which we as men do. Oh, yes, we can now, or I know how women feel. Just using me to wank himself off to. You could say, well, you ought to be, you know, that he feels that way about you, Graham, you know, gets a big erection on and whatever, he finds you very attractive. Oh, we can just debate. Well, yes, I mean, it's not like I'm getting silly about it, as I was accused of being a homophobe. But, that's the final argument. What would you do if you've got to try and cut back on, that's it, see, nearly 2,000 of your friends, because it appears to you that out of the 2,700 people that have been contacted about this fundraising event, no one's given jack shit. So obviously people who are just using me for a sexual thing need to go first. Because they're not even listening, they know that what I've been saying, right? Pyramid? No, I just want to fucking wank in front of him. What do you mean pyramids? When he's in pyramids, he's just a good wank, or however they see it, see? Like men would say she's a good fuck. Oh, he's good for wanking too. But this gets... They're groups that meet on Facebook, and they're wanking groups. Again, I got not so much invited, but tagged, or whatever you call it, because they wrongly sussed that I was. Right? And I turned up, and that's what's going on. Yeah. I'm being told not to get self-righteous. You're right to be, how could it show a mind-blowing thing, because it's totally not in my aspirations or faith or thing. I've got this attitude, yeah, we've got to prepare the way for the Christ, and sitting around wanking together doesn't quite do that. I can't sort of, justify it. Oh, where are you going? I'm not going to a church meeting, right? Oh, I'm going for a good wank. There's about 15 of us tonight. Should be a good wank. Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, we're having a competition. Oh, yeah. Who can withhold from ejaculating the longest? Oh, I see. Because that's what you do. You sort of wank a bit, stop, get it, wank a bit, stop. 3 hours down the road, right? Oh, you've had to let it go. Oh, you've lost. Oh, dear. And I'm not being self-righteous. Because for you all, one of the aims to be a good sexual partner is obviously not to ejaculate after 2 minutes. There's a type of control. But when we first experience sex, of course, you're lucky if it can last, well, a minute and a half. You're so excited and aroused. Whoom! So I know I've got some sexual attraction. I have trouble getting an erection. I mean, I've been guided into this way. I am 67, and I used to worry a bit about it, but I'm diabetic, right? And so, of course, I've moved into oral sex, as you do. Or do you? I don't see all this stuff. Oh, you don't do that, that's wrong, and all that. Well, if you're married, you don't want to have children, you've got either options of Durex and what's it, a thing they stick inside themselves, or oral. From what I've seen in my limited experience, women much prefer oral sex. Yeah, as I share with Jap, she was a lass of the world. She could have any man she wanted and charge them, right? Oh, yeah. And I come along and we did have a genuine attraction that went beyond the physical attraction, right? It's the same man. I'm going to decline. I'm sorry. You're going to be excommunicated, mate, when I get round to it. No, you can just block him. But it doesn't get him off my list. You see, moan. I want to get rid of, or possibly, see, I don't, can't you see I'm at a juncture point? I've got 2 options here, right? A, Facebook is mucking me around and that 2.7 thousand people haven't been contacted. Or B, they haven't reiterated about this IBL code because it's clearly indicating they need it. Right, to set up so people can pay into the account because they're setting up. I suppose it's to do with international people. You would need this extra information. But I don't need to go running off to the bank because that is on I bank online. And I can do that and I can send them that. I'm told go back to the sex. All right. It's like they're getting off. Are you getting aroused up there? Guys. He talked about sex, Kay. You don't want me to do that, right? And they haven't got a physical body on. It's a rare treat, that if they're a guy to someone and you're like a medium or whatever you want to call me, and you start going into sex and they're not in a physical body anymore, people queuing up, let me in, I want to hear this sort of thing. Guys, and so 10 blocks up, care, sex, care. Lock it in. And the angels, because it's, get it, when you go on that, it was said, recently I came across this teaching, the man that did Chariots of the Gods, Ik Van Bankelin, but very well known because the book was a bestseller, Chariots of the Gods. Well, he's got this new series of lectures on Gaia TV. And the gist of it is the scriptures that revealed this and mentioned other places, that some angels came down to earth and had sex with men. And it's got a name for it, and there are, so the plot thickens again. See what I mean? It's not simple. You could originally come from a star system, Sirius or whatever, star seeds determines, right? You could. So although you're human in a sense, you've also incarnated in a galaxy light years away, the star seed, right? I certainly have had that because I did this thing about bringing down Sirius's energy for a cosmic PowerPoint, you see. This is channeling for me. Triangulating to shower. Sirius is light. Sirius is power. Changes tack. So come, you budding wizards of the light. Come, join me in the fight. Help me found the kingdom. Sirius living. Clearly saying that isn't the kingdom. You know, see, we get there could be a Sirius living, and there could be a Pelagius living or whatever, you know, different star seed. But it's just how someone in that star seed train would describe it. Many descriptions of the same thing: kingdom of God on earth, Sirius living, all the same thing, but just goes under a different name. And that's how it happened for me. It's the first thing that very early channeling, but happened at Findorm Foundation. And I wrote these, I knew I was inspired, write them down and just give them to them. It's like a storage. I'd ask, it's just me saying, I'm gonna, this is definitely gay, but it's so I can, it's just a bare sort of stomach. Okay, I might have declined him. I'm getting high again. You're getting high again. Yeah, it's like slightly being drunk, but isn't. But it's obvious what I need to do. It's chilling me out. It's similar to if you're having a very nice wine, that sort of effect. You're chilled out, and that's why people do drink wine. It chills them out. Hectic day at work, and then boom, big glass of wine, and that's it. That's symbolic. I'm not going to run around anymore. That's it. I'm going to chill out. And the wise susses, you know, it's a bloody whatever kettle blows up, but you've got to deal with it. Sorry, chill out. That's it. You know, ritual. Until I've drunk my wine, that's it. I don't want to be bothered, put the telly on or whatever, just total self-indulgence. Maybe 20 minutes. We all have these habits, right? So I was talking about two things. Well, the sex thing isn't really much more to say. It's just to say it's mystery. It's the sex guy. So I'm going to go, no, I've seen you, mate. I know where you're coming from. And whatever. I've been told to carry on because there's a spiritual side to this. Okay. Well, it's everything. When I was a young boy, I wouldn't put me at 5, although you did go to school maybe at 4. I got seduced by another young boy. I mean, my parents are very, you know, there was none of this open sex. It was either done in the bedroom and that was it, you know what I mean? But this other boy had obviously come from a family where he was being exposed to adults having sex. Or we went in the bedroom, I don't know, but anyway. So I got asked to go into the toilet, and I was that naive, I wasn't sure what's going on. Then I got asked to take my trousers down. Then I got asked to lay down. And my estimation was he couldn't do anything. He was trying to have anal sex with me because he'd seen his parents, but obviously he didn't get an erection and couldn't. So he was just rubbing himself up, right? And I left, and I wasn't aroused by it. But that sort of thing could be held against me. So I'm clearing it out. That boy's grown up. This is what happens to famous people. I'm predicting I will be famous. I'm sorry about that. And, well, I've only got a few more years to live, so it better happen quick. Because whenever I launch Black Unicorn, and again, see, I feel most of these people don't even have a clue what you're talking about, Graham. They're not interested. They just see you as some sex object, which probably could be true. You're all people, and yes, I recognise you. And they're not what I call the general spiritual seekers ilk. Those are all the Osho devotees that used to come in, probably still do, but this isn't a good time for them. What am I? It's early evening, yeah. And I got fantastic response from them. I was even asking, quote, did Osho die from cancer? I was only wanting the truth. I'm not trying to slur him or anything, but I just got a love symbols back, meaning could mean either yay or nay. It didn't really matter. Yeah, so if he did, so what sort of thing. But it's nice you are showing interest in Osho. So I'm just really waffling now. I'm just trying to summarize up. Well, yeah, I mean, I need to, no, I won't use the pendulum to send up a prayer. Where do I go from here, Blessed Father? I feel that I'm just treading water. I'm waiting for a major breakthrough. But if Facebook is in some way interfering with the machine, in other words, people have paid money, but it's not showing up on my side. No, it's been stopped somewhere middle because I haven't provided this code. Get it? That's what I share. If someone doesn't do something the first time because they don't understand why, surely you contact them again. Graham, let me explain. We need that code, and until we get it, your bank account can't be set up. And even though people are trying to pay, yeah, they can't. I don't know. See, again, I'm confused the whole lot. I'd have to give Facebook surely charge to oversee my bank account. Other than that, how can they interfere with people who are technically trying to pay unless they are issuing it? That's it. These people come onto Facebook. That's it, isn't it? Sus. You come into Facebook, then you look for the charity thing and there's a donate box, yeah? So they have control. I mean, they could actually go into their bank because that's it. I have overseen that and actually put out my bank details. But if they haven't managed to get that together, it's a lot easier, isn't it, to just go to Facebook on their page and there's a box where they tick to donate and they obviously choose if there's many charities or whatever, which one. So the money's being taken probably, but it's not reaching its final destination because they haven't been given an IBN code. Anyway, I think we're due. There's no big deal. It does need to be done. They've asked it, and I see what response. Because obviously I'm going to be uplifted, aren't I? I wake up tomorrow and there's 50 or 100 quid in there. Great. Can't we go around in circle? I have received nothing. It's not like, oh, we've only got 30 quid. That's me to put it fucking in. So in theory, I've received nothing. And you can't help me for being concerned that maybe people are interfering and that maybe because I haven't been given them an IBL code, I believe it is, they can justify it because that, well, we told you we need an IBL code and you just took 2 days to get it. But I won't have lost the thing. See, I'm waffling now. I won't have lost anything. They'd obviously kept it in a safe account, waiting for my account to actually be officially opened and the proper information. Oh, again, I'm burning the candle at three ends. I mean, obviously it's nothing now. It's just nearly 6 o'clock. But I've already been up doing another one previous to this. I'm going to, what are we? Oh, it's over an hour. Way. The witch, I'm done. I'm released. I'll just double check. I've said that 67. That's how old I am. Yeah. No, that's it. So I'll give it away, kiddies. I'm going to go to my bank and get this IBL code and then come back to Facebook, go onto my thing and give it them.